Now, Ford has obviously decided that the problem with modern cars is they don't have enough radiator grills. So this is their new one. This is the EcoSport.
Wow!
And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 radiator grills. Now, so you've got a 1 litre engine. It's going to be under there. It's going to need a blanket because it'll be drafty.
He's shivering in a corner. Oh, cool.
No, that massive car hasn't got a 1 litre.
It has.
No, it's not massive. It looks it, but it's basically a Fiesta on stilts. It's actually a small car with a little
Can I just
drafty
say,
engine.
the thing that baffles me most about this car, and I'm going to quote for you here, OK? It says, as a first in Europe, the Ford Sync App Link system will offer drivers voice control of mobile apps on the move, including the music streaming service Spotify. Now, does anyone here have the first idea what any of that means? Does anyone really? What is it?
Spotify.
What is Spotify?
Spotify is a music streaming service, so you can listen to music over the internet.
Well, any music.
Any music.
So if I were just driving along and I said Roxanne, it would play Roxanne.
Maybe.
No, well, hang on, that's not going to work. Because we know that voice recognition in cars is rubbish. It never works, does it? So if you just say the police, it'll probably actually ring the police.
That's bad.
No, it will. It will, because this car's got a feature on it that if you have an accident or get into problems, it calls the emergency services for you.
Oh, well, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Because you'd be sitting there going, right, get the fire brigade, and it would play the move. Get the fire brigade, get the fire brigade.
Oh, I'm in trouble! Help! I need somebody. Help! No! What's a terrible way to die? Trapped in your car, listening to all the embarrassing rubbish on your iPod.
Anyway, so that won't work.
Yes, let's move on.
Can I let you into a little secret?
Oh, is it time?
No. Look, can I let you into a little secret? You know those gantries over the motorway? They've got them on the M25 and on the M1, OK? Now, the idea is they've got speed limits on them, so you can temporarily lower the speed limit to warn drivers of an accident or congestion ahead. And then there are speed cameras on the back of the gantries to make sure that people do actually slow down. Well, now, here's my secret. It turns out the police can turn those cameras on at any time they like.
Really?
Which means the chief constable sitting there at his desk thinks, I fancy a new car. Pop the cameras on, and after, well, I was going to say half an hour, but probably 10 seconds, he's got enough for a supercharged Jag.
We should point out, for reasons of BBC impartiality, that other luxury cars are available to bent chiefs of policemen.
The only thing I don't like about it is the name, ST. And why have they named it after a lady towel?
Now, the news, and the news is, you may have read about this recently, there are plans to open pubs in motorway service stations.
I don't get that.
I don't get it either, because as it's on a motorway, you're bound to be driving, which means you can only have one drink, and when it comes to drink, one is impossible.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it been implemented yet?
What if you're the passenger?
Oh, I see, James. So I'm driving you, and as I fill up with petrol, you say, I'm going to go and get a gin and tonic.
Yes.
Well, if you do that, you may as well prepare a sign that says, you know, they pick on a subject like woodpeckers or hats or diseases.
Diseases?
Anyway, they've decided to do a range of stamps based on classic British motoring cars. And I've got some of the ones they've done for you here. There's the Lotus Esprit. This isn't the actual size of the stamp, by the way.
Oh, I did wonder.
This is a mock-up.
I see.
But anyway, they've got the Lotus Esprit, and they've got the Aston Martin DB5. And if you don't want your letter to get there, the MG.
Oh, God, look at that dismal little... A Ford Anglia police car.
Now that is a Ford Anglia. That is the scariest thing I've ever done in however many years I've been testing cars. 25 years?
80.
Yeah, 80 years. 80 years was doing an emergency stop once in one of those. My dad lost his kneecaps in one of those. I don't mean lost them like, oh, where are they? They're under the...
I was going to say, they'll be under the seat.
No, he crashed it, and then they had to take his kneecaps out after crashing a Ford Anglia. And now they put it on a stamp.
Yeah.
That's more dreadful Heritage Britain nonsense, isn't it?
Oh, God, no, it gets worse. Look at that one.
That is the Archers as a postage stamp. Why don't they put something modern on it? You could put the McLaren on it, you could put the Bentley Mulsanne on it. That would be fantastic on a stamp. I mean, the French wouldn't do a stamp that had an old bloke on a bicycle and a stripy T-shirt with some onions for sale, would they? That's not bad.
The Germans wouldn't do a stamp with a half-track just outside Warsaw.
No, exactly.
No, they really wouldn't. No, Jeremy, they definitely... No, they wouldn't do that.
No, they wouldn't, would they?
Now time to do the news.
Yes, and we begin with the government's attitude to speed limits.
You did that last week.
I did it last week and the week before and the week before that, and every single week the producers have edited it out.
Yeah, they have.
But this week I have a cunning plan to make sure it stays in.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Bear with me. Okay, you know, earlier on this year the government said they were thinking of upping the motorway speed limit to 80 miles an hour, yes? Well, the new Transport Minister, Patrick McLaughlin, recently announced that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Which is a blessed relief.
What? Why?
Because, if you think about it, okay, if he'd upped the speed limit to 80, he would, to keep the Daily Mail happy and all of the road safety charities, he would have had to say, right, we're having more police patrols, more speed cameras, more drones with more Hellfire missiles, to make sure people stick to 80, which is 15 miles an hour slower than we all drive now.
No, you're absolutely right. People on the motorway drive at 95 miles per hour. And yet, I think I'm right in saying that British motorways are the safest roads in Europe, statistically.
They are indeed. They are indeed. Now, I did an experiment to prove my 95 mile an hour point this morning, and I drove down the motorway here, okay, at exactly 70.
Well, don't you always drive down the motorway at exactly 70? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes, I do. No, I don't. No. I usually drive slower than that.
Do you?
But for my experiment, I sped up to 70. Okay? Drove for 15 miles at 70. Guess how many cars overtook me?
Well, I'm guessing quite a few.
103.
That was all of them.
All of them, exactly. So, thank you very much, Mr. McLaughlin, for maintaining the 70 mile an hour speed limit, because that means we can all carry on doing 95. And that's the end of the news.
What, is it?
Can't edit that out, can they?
Oh, I see what you did. It's the only thing in it. Yeah, that works. It's got to go in. It's good. Well done.
Good news, ladies and gentlemen. Dacia has announced a special limited edition black version of the Duster.
No, hang on a minute. Black like a... I mean, I normally go great and then move on, but that's black like a Mercedes 6.2 V8.
No. It's literally black.
That's it.
I was going to say they've painted it black. Actually, they haven't painted it. They've done a wrap in a, you know, like a bin line.
So there's a blue edition and a yellow edition.
And a white one,
Just a black.
It's just a black. That's a bit daft.
Yeah.
Oh, now, can I just say something? As we know, the heat wave ended spectacularly in Britain on Tuesday. Many storms. Got some pictures of the aftermath here. I'm not gloating, but call me Noah. I mean, this guy with his BMW, very proud of it, but at that moment he's thinking, I wish I had that hover.
Tested in pubs and motorway service stations. What really bothers me is, why do they sell trousers? Because I've never got halfway. Has anybody ever gone halfway through a motorway journey and they thought, I forgot my trousers? I better get these elasticated beige ones.
I don't understand why people even stop to eat at a motorway service station.
There is no car journey in Britain that could be so long that you would starve to death before you got to it.
That's my argument with the pub thing, is it's not that far to wait for a drink. You don't think, I'm so desperate, I'm going to pull over and have half a pint of shandy.
I would.
Well, that's in Formula One, it opens. Now, I'm thinking, if you've got 903 horsepower, when would you ever think, right, I need more straight-line speed, I'll deploy the DRS wing?
Well, it could happen. Oh, that post office van is getting a shift on. I'll deploy DRS.
No. You will need that, your DRS, when you come across me in the Ferrari, because I hadn't read this properly. It has got 800 horsepower in the engine, but of course it's got a KERS system. When you deploy it and use the electric bit as well, 963 horsepower.
And is that all going through the rear wheel?
Yes, it is.
Hang on a minute, that's broadly the same amount of power you get from a Bugatti Veyron, which is almost exactly twice as heavy as the Ferrari, and it has four-wheel drive. That's going to be an handful.
Yes.
It's only quite exciting, though, isn't it? I want to go in it. I really want to go.
I really want to go in the McLaren.
Thinking of that would be an epic test. You in that Ferrari, you in the McLaren, me in that Zonda.
Anybody want to see that?
I want to do that. I want to do that. Yeah. Yes, so do I. I want to do that.
Let's see if we can put that together.
Yeah, I want to do that.
But you know, people People often come up to us and say, when will Top Gear end?
About 3 minutes after us three have set off.
Yeah. In a big fireball.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to see that?
Can I talk, please, if you don't mind, about potholes? Out where I live, in Herefordshire, I came to work the other day on my bike, yeah, and I hit a pothole. It was vast! I shot up about 15 feet in the air off the bike. By the time I was coming back down, the bike had hit the opposite wall, it bounced up. Net result, as I was coming down, it leapt up and headbutted me in the plums. And it was agony. No, that's why I was late to the office, because I had to stop by the side of the road and massage them.
So let's just get this straight. You were standing by the side of a presumably busy main road, rubbing your testes.
In leather trousers, yeah, come to think of it, if you saw that, that's what was going.
The pothole is not the problem. It's a pothole that's been repaired by a British worker, Johnny. Look at this, OK? Look at that.
That's ridiculous.
How can you stand back and go, yes, I've done a good job there?
It can't be that difficult for a solution. They need to design like a liquid, yeah, that you just pour in to potholes everywhere, and then it sets, so it's self-level, and it would set up.
Why could you not do that?
Would work.
It is a brilliant idea.
Thank you, it's mine.
So there we are.
It's available. My cheese sauce.
What?
James, you know I said that we'd got more mature in this series. You've gone straight to dementia.
No.
Cheese sauce.
When I make cheese sauce, I always make too much, like everybody does. So there's like a quarter of an inch in the bottom of the pan. And when you get up the next day, that bit is so hard, you either throw the pan away or you treat that as the new bottom of the pan. So if you put that in the hole...
It just is. If you compare them to musical instruments, F1 is a Stradivarius violin, NASCAR is banging a saucepan with a wooden spoon. Now, we all agree on that in the civilised world. Well, when I say we all agree apart from Richard J. Cheeseburger Hammond III.
Well, I'm very pleased to be able to report that my prejudices remain completely intact. When you add the word Nurburgring to the name of a car, it's really just code for ruined, because the ride is absolutely rock hard. Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh. I mean, car makers become obsessed with making their cars go round this irrelevant historical German racetrack as fast as possible without realising that they're ruining the car for those of us who live in the real world. Ow! It's utterly hopeless.
Whoa! What the hell? Hammond! It was supposed to be a gas bottle. What the hell? You blew the wrong caravan up.
You hit the wrong one.
I didn't hit the wrong one. That was the one we were supposed to.
Well, you should have labelled it.
There is a loading bay just outside our office, which is a lot more convenient, but obviously there's no parking there. Now, I took a photograph in this loading bay this week, OK? Here it is. Now, we may recognise this car if we watch The Apprentice. It belongs to Lord Sir Sugar.
Yeah, but to be fair, his chauffeur was probably loading him into the building at the time.
Exactly.
So it could be in the loading.
Technically, this was a delivery, so that's fine. More worrying is this, OK? If we zoom in. Now, right there's a little Fiat Panda parked, blocking the door, and the honest working men whose job is to deliver things to the BBC. And I'm wondering, Hammond, who has a little black Fiat Panda?
I don't know. At the BBC?
Does David Attenborough? No, he doesn't.
Paxman.
Moving on. And then in 1992, they even made a car with no steering wheel.
In actual fact, the more you drive this, the easier it becomes. The temptation is to just stare at the end of the bonnet in wonderment that you can actually have any directional control at all.
The seconds ticked by, but there was no sign of my Roe.
Where has he gone?
I don't know.
After we dragged the tax stig off the marshal, across the line.
Newspapers, more than a quarter of adults are now obese, And in just a few years' time, over 50% of the population will be absolutely enormous. So, what could a typical family of the future do to this car's performance?
$320, $325. Right, so with just the Stig, it was 305 metres. With our family on board, it took an extra 177 metres, more than half as much again.
Let's just take, for an example, rounders, right? That's played by small children here. Over there, it's Babe Ruth and a religion, and then you've got netball, which here is just a lot of schoolgirls standing so you can only move one foot, and there's 4 parents watching, and over there, it's the, what is it, Harlem Globetrotters.
They are quite easily amused,
They're unbelievably easily amused, and that's why they're able to make NASCAR exciting. It's just some good old boys going round in a circle, and they go, oh, hell, I go pay to watch that. 250,000 people turn up to watch it.
Because it is a good sport. It's a great thing to watch.
Hammond, you would say that because you're an American.
Not an American! I'm not!
Hammond, you've got a Stetson, you've got cowboy boots, you've got chaps, you've got a Harley Davidson, you've got a Mustang, you'd like to get a beer, and you put cheese on everything.
I don't! I'm not American!
You have made a living out of being an American. Your Saturday night programme is a fat man falling off some foam rubber. All right, hey, we'll watch that. And they turn up in their millions. There was more too, because you could even buy your turbo with water injection. I don't understand that.
Well, I could explain it to you, but you're not interested.
No, I am interested.
You're not? Are you really interested?
I am interested.
OK, water injection in the inlet cools the charge and makes it denser. It's the job that was later done by the intercooler.
No, you're absolutely right. The onboard footage will be the key to it, but I will be the steward because I shall adjudicate on this.
I'm not having you judging.
What?
You can't even play a game of Monopoly without cheating.
No, you can't. You cheated Monopoly. He did cheat at
I
Monopoly.
used to had a game of Monopoly and he
We
cheated.
played for 4 hours and you cheated.
I did not
You
cheat.
ruined the game. You made it... You robbed the bank.
There was a bank robbery, but you don't get those in Monopoly, and I thought it would make it more authentic if the bank was robbed.
What? You stole it. So you're a cheat, a liar,
I
and
played
a
the
burglar.
role.
If I'm going to use a judge for this motor racing incident, I'm going to use Ofcom because they are wise.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
And you are going to be shot in front of your family. Something it turns out. You can say that on television, it turns out.
Yeah.
Just outside London, we met up at a service station to compare notes.
Is this the worst trip to work you've ever had?
No, not so far.
Mine's the most embarrassing.
If you were going to work today to a factory that you own to lay off all of your stuff, my car would not be the car to make that journey in. Or think, I'm going to have to tell that patient the news is not good.
Or if you were a funeral director.
No, none of this.
I'm very sorry about your loss.
So, it's driven by electric motors, but it has its own on-board power station.
And you might be thinking, you've sort of heard something a bit like that before. Well, you have.
Yes, I'm talking about the Hammerhead Eagle I-Thrust, which, I might point out, was also fitted with its own electricity generator. And that was 2 years ago.
There's no polite way of putting this. Fisker have very blatantly, brazenly, I'd say, copied my idea for a long-range electric car. Except they didn't have theirs styled by Jeremy, but the technology is exactly the same. As my lawyers will be making very clear quite soon.
It's...
Did you go into 5th gear? You went into 5th, didn't you? I said don't go into 5th, it'll just become rear-wheel drive, and then this'll happen.
Yes.
Blood type.
Yes.
red.
Well, it is. It's red. I've checked. Stuck a pin in it. B?
B minus. I don't know what I am.
That's
I
an
just
exam
made-
result.
I just made it up.
Just a letter.
It's what I'm used to seeing on
Well,
film.
I wasn't sure, so I've put A, B plus, because that way I get the lot, so one of them will be right.
As you can see, obviously I put stickers on mine.
Yeah, where did you...
Well, it's the BBC, and you have to have stickers on a racing car.
Fragile roof?
I know, but the
Really?
BBC doesn't allow brand names, does it? So I'll put health and safety notices all over it, because that's what the BBC...
My hand is completely frozen. It's just a claw. Also, there are holes in the floor behind the pedals. And all the air and the wind and the rain is going up my trouser legs. Also, rain is running off my jacket into my lap. None of these things are good news for my genitalia, which has run away.
I'm speaking to you now from behind a pair of fake Ray-Bans, wearing a fake Armani jacket, carrying a fake Louis Vuitton bag, in which we find a fake iPad and a fake iPhone. And if we consult my fake Omega, we see that it's 25 to 3, probably, which means it's time to pop into the fake Starbucks over there for a cup of fake coffee. It seems then that the expression copyright infringement doesn't translate terribly well into Mandarin. What do you mean, a Le Mans start?
Well, on go, we run to our cars, jump in, start them, and drive off.
Running? It's not a school sports day. You have an egg and a spoon.
Look, it's 2 against 1. Just be ready for it, OK? 3,
I hate
2,
running.
1, go.
This is just stupid! We could have been finished by now. Hammond has already begun.
See the torque now, the mighty 1.9 litre V-twin.
Sadly, my elderly colleagues were struggling to even get going.
Very complicated starting procedure, this. Mode.
Eventually, James was belted in place, a bit too tightly as it turned out.
Oh, bloody hell.
Why won't you start? Stop saying ready to race.
Have you got an iced finger?
There are many regulations, as you would imagine, this being Britain, governing the use of mobility scooters, and this meets almost all of them. I'm good for width, I'm good for length, I'm good for speed, but I do have a problem with weight, and so does my scooter. Excuse me. Would it be... I hate to do this, because I'm trying to get down there and it's a bit stuck. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. It's not quite as easy as it looks. And again, sorry. Bye.
Oh, policeman, got to be careful of the speed limit. I'm only allowed to do 4 miles an hour in built-up areas. That's more than 4.
Feel the speed! The speed! 4 miles an hour, officer.
You look really uncomfortable in them.
Well, it's my first time.
Yeah, but there you go.
Yeah, I have
First
done
time
that
you
a few
get in
times,
one, your feet
yeah.
are going like this all the time, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's all on this. All on this little
Yeah, that's
wizard's
right.
hat thing.
Just down there. Come on! Yeah, all right then. Come on. Okay. Run out. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, come on! That's all I got!
This person likes Audis. This one likes Ferraris. This one likes the bus. This one has a Honda. He has a Peugeot. And then you have this chap with the black polo neck and the thin specs. He's an architect, and he likes Saabs. This tripod is the XF150ZK-4, and naturally we couldn't wait to try it. Right. Well, you see where the... Ah! God! James! On the plus side, we now knew where the engine was. Information that came in handy about 20 seconds later. Come on! After some local bodging, we were back in and on our way. Wow! Oh,
reverse. Wait. That's gone into naught, fifth, second. No, God.
First, that was it.
Oh, no, it was no, fifth.
Fourth. It's going to look very funny from the outside there. There it is, second.
Exciting because there is a new Morgan, and after an absence of 10 years, they have revived their legendary +8 name. They've made a new one. I've got a picture. Here it is. Oh, yeah.
God. Morgan don't have a styling department, do they? They've just got a photocopier.
It's not like a normal photocopier. You know, normally you put your piece of paper on and you select the size.
Yeah.
On Morgan's, you select the year. Anything from 1931 to 1939.
No, look, shut up. This is an all-new car. It's got the classic body shape, yes, but it's got a 4.8-litre BMW V8 in there. It'll be good for 60, probably in under 4 seconds, something like that. It's going to be the fastest accelerating Morgan they've made ever in like...
Wow.
It's exciting.
Do you have to buy the petrol with those ration coupons?
No,
that they
shut
have?
up. It's actually very modern. It's got a bonded aluminium chassis, and the aluminium body is super formed. It's very high-tech. What?
How many guineas is it?
It's £85,000. It's very modern and high-tech under there, and I want one of those very much indeed. It's fantastic.
Well, you can't have one, Hammond. There's a war on.
I'll have to melt it down to make Spitfires out.
Shut up, it's exciting and I want one.
Oh, what?
Before we go on, is that actually a supercharger?
No, that's an oil cooler made to look like a supercharger, so it looks like a blower Bentley.
So this isn't a supercharged engine?
No, it isn't.
But a Spitfire's Merlin was supercharged.
I know, but this one isn't.
So that's technically the Meteor, which was the same engine, but the land-based version.
Yes.
The unsupercharged.
Yes.
And this, obviously, the Bentley...
Yes, I'm sorry, James. Once again, we don't have time for your lecture on all aeroplanes since 1941.
All right, lads.
Welcome. Right on, mate.
Well done. Well done. It's just me.
Meanwhile, far, far away.
Now, look at this. It's a 17th century pub. And look at that step there. Now, if you're in a normal, conventional electric wheelchair, that would be game over and no pint. But now, watch this. Full power. Oh, hang on. Oh, cock.
Still, could be worse.
Fenton! Oh, Jesus Christ! Hammond and I went to Moscow last weekend. It wasn't a honeymoon thing.
No, more of a spur of the minute thing. We just
We
thought we
weren't
would.
hand-holding or anything like that, OK? There was some ice skating going on in Red Square. We thought we'd go and have a look at this. But there was the only gap in the fence where you could see Audi as a sort of marketing league had parked a Q3 there, so we couldn't see. So it was never mind. Somebody told us about this bar, OK? It's a 12th-storey bar, and it overlooked the Kremlin and Red Square and Basil's, and we thought, well, we'll go there, big picture windows, and have a look at the view. So we went flogged all the way over there, climbed at the top. Now, Hammond took a picture of the view we had. Here it is. There was another... You could actually see the bits of the Kremlin, but mostly you could just see the stupid Audi Q3.
I hadn't gone to see that. Somebody at Audi has obviously thought, well, all these people are going to these places to look at things, so let's have them look at our cars and just put them...
Yeah, you are not joking. You are not joking. I've got a photograph here of the Players' Tunnel at Old Trafford. There you go. Giggs and Pearson, or whatever his name is, that Ginger.
Well, you can't see him because there's an Audi in the way.
Exactly. I've got another picture here of the Grand Canyon. These are real pictures.
It's not just cars either. Fancy having a look at the Sydney Opera House? Well, here it is. Oh, no, you can't see it.
Parked our boat in front of it. And what worries me is how many views there are in the world that they could still ruin. Here's the Taj Mahal.
I've always fancied seeing the pyramids, but you can't.
There they are. Or the scene from Basic Instinct. There you go.
Once again, an Audi in the way of what you actually want to see.
Do you know I had my first proper road accident in one of these? Not driving. I was a passenger here on this side. It was I was only 17. It belonged to my girlfriend's dad, and it was quite a rare car then. And it was lovely. It was white with a blue stripe on the side, and the interior was this sort of brick red, dusty colour. And it was a really, really nice car. We went round a roundabout, and a car coming up the road didn't stop. T-boned us right here. I was perfectly okay.
Well, you would be in a song.
Yeah.
So what was the girl called?
Kate? No.
What, you can remember the Saab had brick red upholstery and it had a blue stripe, and where you were sitting, but you can't remember the name of your girlfriend?
The girlfriend's up. Good news, chaps.
No, what?
There's a new Dacia, and I've got a... Thank you, I've got a picture of it. Here it is, it's called the Logi.
Oh, that's a looker, isn't it?
Anyway, moving on. Whiplash is a charter for fraudsters.
I know what you mean.
No, we all know this, OK? Because you have a car accident, you go, oh, I've got whiplash, and then you rape the other motorist's insurance policy, and you get benefits for the rest of your life. Now, the government has said that this has to stop. So, they have announced, the government, all right, that if the impact speed is less than 6.25 miles an hour, you can't have whiplash.
6.25.
6.25.
But then they're also saying if it's like 6.5, you could get whiplash at that speed. You
Yeah.
can do that speed sitting down quickly. Look, I'm doing about 6.5, I've got whiplash. What's this Sue here?
It should be 63 miles an hour. That
At
would be a
least.
reasonable speed.
The question should be, is your car absolutely and entirely wrecked? Is it crumpled like a discarded crisp bag, in which case you might have got.
Has the boot lid badge been stencilled onto your own spine? Well, then you've got whiplash.
Could be.
No, it's not. It's can you actually look up your own arse now? 'Cause if you can, you've possibly got some whiplash.
It could be.
Honestly, I really do genuinely believe this. People who claim they've got whiplash when they haven't, I don't believe in capital punishment, but they should be shot.
Really?
Where would you shoot them?
In the head.
No, I mean, I meant more sort of geographically.
Yeah.
Where would you shoot them?
Oh, God.
On there.
I set off in one of the world's rarest cars, already starting to wish that Chris had said no.
Right, there is a car coming. It's a long way off, but this could cut out. You never know. It's an old car. So let's just hold back. Go, go, go. Right, I'm on real roads with real cars. Those people might be trying to send a text. Those people over there may have been drinking. This is a fantastic moment in my driving life, but it is rather being spoiled by the thought of £5.6 million. It's a bit like being given an original Rembrandt and then being told to take it down the pub on Friday night.
Right, what's this? Oh, no! No, I've got it back! No, he's lost it.
I've broken something. Sod it.
We must not laugh
No.
when he gets back.
How bad is it?
I suppose just at the wings on the wheel. You just pull the wing off the wheel.
suspension's collapsed.
Well, every time I braked, it just
James?
veered off.
Do you know that momentarily you were in second place?
Yeah, I know.
You were third
It was
for a long time.
extremely exciting.
What is the worst thing in the world?
Trying on trousers.
No, he's right. Actually, you're right. Trying on trousers is the worst thing in the world. But the second worst thing in the world is when you're going on a journey somewhere and someone in the car says, do you mind if we stop for some reason? Oh, look, there's an ancient monument. You think, I don't want to go and look at an ancient monument, but I want to go and look at my friends we're going to see, I haven't seen for 5 years.
No, you're absolutely right, because there are some people who they stop on the journey at a motorway services to play a fruit machine.
No, it's worse than that. There's people who say, I need to stretch my legs. If you're Alec Guinness and you've been in a box in a Japanese prisoner of war camp for 6 months, yes, you need to stretch your legs, but after 30 miles in a car, you don't.
But it's when people say they need to stop to eat. I've got to stop to eat. Why? I can't imagine a journey long enough that means you are going to need refuelling. It's not.
Well, if you were driving from Cairo to Khartoum...
Yes, but not if in Britain. If you're going from Leicester to Birmingham, you don't need food. You're not going to starve in that time.
No, and I'm glad you brought this up, because this is where I'm going, OK? Because one of the places I could never understand why people stopped at was Little Chef. Yes. Because what they did... No, really. What they did was they took ingredients and then ruined them.
I can let you know that I once stopped at a Little Chef very early in the morning and I said, could I have an omelette? And the woman said, no, I'm sorry, sir, the powder hasn't arrived yet.
That's not a good sign, is it?
I once dropped a sausage from my plate in Little Chef and it bounced. It's out of old squash balls. Now, the other day we heard that they'd shut, getting on for half their outlets, as it were. And we weren't the slightest bit surprised. But the other day we stopped at one that was still open. And I went in, and the guy said, he gave me this paper cup, and he said, it's a casserole mash. Now, I thought, that's just going to be bits of placenta garnished with the chef's bodily fluids. The second nicest thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Second.
And normally, of course, that would be that. But because it's the end of the series, we've got a bit of a treat for you.
Oh, have we ever? Because, to play us out with his version of Jessica, Slash is back! Tell you what, he's a lot better at that than he is at driving.
He's quicker.